How you doing, dude?
Good, man. Good. How you doing?
Good, good. You ready to start this thing?
Yeah, hold on. Let me move a couple things around here. Hold on.
Oh God, okay.
No, because I think that my all I see is the sky when I go on my cell. Let's see if that's better. Hold on a second. Maybe.
Oh,
No,
that's
maybe. I
nice.
don't know.
No, that's good. That's good.
All right.
Yeah. You see like my backdrop here?
Oh yeah, St. Petersburg. That's nice.
I just did that because I've been doing the Zooms now, so I felt like I had to like have a wall because I don't have any trophies or anything. So like this is all I got.
Yeah, set up something.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Dude, so listen, the one thing, the question I've been dying to ask you is how you been getting by without getting your hair cut? Are you okay?
Oh yeah. No, I did a self cut, man.
Did
Did
you?
a little on the side off.
How'd
It's
it
not
go?
great. That's all right. Had a little bit of a boo boo on the side. I was doing something else. I forgot to change the like the depth, I guess. So I was doing like I don't know what number on the side, and it was a lot shorter. So I went like this to do it, and I went through, and I went all the way almost to my skull or my skin. So didn't look very good. It's like a racing stripe.
So did you just shave it?
No, I just kind of took it down on the side, left the top. I don't know.
It looks
Just kind of
horrible.
no, you can't even tell.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, like it's growing in for a couple of weeks now, though. It's kind of even itself out.
I got like I don't have anything that great going on, but my wife did a fade for me in the garage, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I even think when this is all said and done, I don't think I'm going back to a barber. I think I'm just sticking with my wife.
Oh yeah, a lot cheaper too.
You're damn right. So listen, man, what's been going on since this whole pandemic hit? I think I've done, I don't know, 4 or 5 podcasts. I talked to Esposito. I talked to Peckham. I talked to Boguson. I talked to Mrs. Shattenkirk and Mrs. McDonough. And the people want to know what happened to you. I said, listen, Girardi, he's moving back to Canada. This pandemic's got him freaked out. He's getting his family the hell out of here. So what's been going on, dude?
Well, like you said, I've been really trying to figure out this move back home. Yeah, obviously, with everything that's going on, I gotta think about timing of all my stuff going home. I gotta ship cars, gotta figure out flights. Been doing that for a little while now, and now we really don't want too many people in the house, obviously. So we're doing a lot of the packing ourselves, and going to get boxes. And doing a little bit every day, and yeah, it's been quite weird, but like luckily we're outside in this beautiful weather. We can swim, we go in the driveway and play. We got the online school still, so that takes the whole morning up. So that really helps with the day.
What about when youth hockey was canceled? I feel like that might have been a point when you started to go crazy.
Yeah, I got the Tampa Bulls hat on right now, so representing them. But yeah, that was a bit of a tough. Like our season already ended. We won the state championship in Orlando. We won that.
Oh, congrats,
So that
man.
yeah, thank you. That was obviously really really cool to do. Vinny and the other coaches, we were very pleased. But once then the spring hockey was coming, and then once everything started, that got canceled pretty quickly. We missed the first couple practices where we went to what did we do? Went to Disney for my son's birthday. And then we had family in town, and then after that week they canceled everything, so we missed a couple of the skates. But the coaches trying to do some Zoom calls like this with the team, talk about what we're doing, so that's good for my son to do that. But still, it is quite weird not be able to go to the rink, go skate, go teach the kids. We just missed our Chicago tournament last weekend. We're supposed to go to Montreal first weekend of May. Obviously, that was canceled too. So that is a bit tough, but obviously there's nothing you can do about it.
Now be honest, has it been tough for you at all? Like maybe just being home all day or any aspect, any part of it, or you've been totally fine this whole time?
Well, the toughest thing I think for me is not being able to go to the DI coffee bar to grab my cappuccino every morning.
Are they closed up?
No, they're doing like drive-through, like walk-up orders, and you can call ahead. But I got a huge 5-pound bag of espresso beans ground from them, and they dropped them off for me. And that was. So
Wow.
I've been ripping through that pretty quick though. But and obviously I got my wine deliveries coming. it is weird not be able just to go run out to the grocery store. Like you can, but we just do the ship thing that they just come. So it is weird not actually like going out, just going for a drive. We just like to stay here and relax. But the kids they get it, but they don't. Like they think they're pretty upset they can't go back to school. So that was a tough talk with them the other day, that they're not gonna be able to go back and see their friends, which kind of stinks.
Yeah, how do they take that? That not only are they not going back to school this year, but we're moving back to Canada.
Yeah, we try not to talk about it a lot because it is quite it's a touchy subject, right? Like we're all the friends we made, me and my wife, through hockey and through school, and obviously the kids have created some really good relationships here with the kids at school and for the sporting teams. And it really does stink that you can't have a nice going away party and say goodbye. But we already told the kids, like, we're going to come back. We'll come back during the school year, see the hockey guys, go to the school, visit them. And but that's the beauty of the internet, though. You can have FaceTime, and you got the kids messengers thing my son's on all the time, my daughter. So you still keep in touch with everyone, but obviously the face-to-face is what they miss.
All right, so Dan, let's talk. I heard that that you were on Doc Talk with Killorn. Is that true?
Yes, and I believe I was the best guest so far. But no, it was fun. It was.
Well, tell me the bad things about it right now, because Doc Talk, I feel like we're in competition with Doc Talk, and I just want to make sure that it's not as great as the Block Party. And anything bad you can say about it, I just wanted to let you know, this is the spot for you.
No, I think I don't want to give them too many good tips, because then it's going to surpass the thing we had. But I feel like they could do something with like a camera, like mounted to the jet ski or something, so he doesn't have to hold it and risk his life out there to get a great shot. I feel like there's something you can mount to the jet ski, and if he needs it, hand it to someone, take it off, and I don't know. I think that'd be kind of a cool aspect too. But I'll have to talk to the budget team about that. I don't know if they could do that.
How do his calves look? How do his calves look? Extra skinny?
Well, it was hard to tell because, they were tucked, like they were, he was on his jet ski and they were kind of tucked in there. And it's hard to tell, really. He did a good job of camouflaging it.
Do you think he's got something with Doc Talk, or do you think it's possible it just fizzles out after he's only visited? So there's only so many docs to visit, right?
Well, I think that's the thing. There's I think he hit all the guys that live on the water. Maybe I think there's still Vinny. Obviously, I don't know. There's no chance he's getting Tom Brady on his Doc Talk, but he lives on the water. I don't know. I'm sure like we can get a guy to go to like Sergey did, kind of go by Harbor Island there and hop on the thing. But who knows? It's pretty cool. There's nothing really else out there like that. So pretty.
Hey, G, has there been an uptick of traffic on the island since Tom Brady came to town? Has it been kind of crazy over there? And have you seen him?
Well, I haven't seen him, but actually it's funny you brought that up. There was a guy, we were in the golf cart, and I felt like he yelled something at me, like he said, "Oh, pull out," or like, I don't know, yelled something at me. I'm like, okay, whatever. Thought nothing of it. And then I pull in the driveway, I'm cleaning up, and then the mailman drops something off for us, and the same guy goes to the mailman and goes, "Hey, you know where Brady lives?" Like this guy in his white pickup truck. It was pretty creepy, actually. And the guy's like, "Well, I can't tell you where he lives, but it's off Bahama Circle." So I'm sure that guy just went to go search for him. And we do our golf cart ride every day. So we go by Mac's house. And I haven't seen him, but a lot of people, like there's photographers and like, it's a very private house, but people can sit right in front of it, and in your backyard, they're in the water. There's nowhere to hide. And I'm sure where he lived in Massachusetts or wherever he lived, like it's probably pretty private. So it's going to be a bit of adjustment for him too. And I think, I'm hoping maybe Gronk comes by and buys my house. It's on the market. So maybe it's not very private at all, but it's nothing like Jeter's house, but maybe give him something to do.
Maybe it's just like a little side house for him, like a little weekend home or something for him.
A little party house.
That's what I was going to ask. I was actually going to see if Gronk was interested in buying your house. But hey, listen, Gronk, I know you're a big fan of the Block Party. So if that's true, Girardi's got it up for sale. Dude, I want to know, obviously, NHL is on a pause right now. Are you happy that you retired because you feel like you've kind of been practicing for what everybody's going through, which is just sitting around and doing nothing?
Well, obviously it doesn't feel as bad that I stopped playing, because obviously the guys are going through some weird times right now. And, I think I would have been pretty upset because I think, judging how many games I had to get to 1,000, I don't think I would have got to it if the game stopped where it did. So I would have been really choked, especially if you lost the season or whatever is going to happen. Who knows what's going to happen. So, I think everything happens for a reason. And, I'm not that would have changed anything, but I think it was great that I made a decision to retire. And, it is a really crazy time. And I don't know what they're going to do coming back here. And, like you said, the guys got to try to find a way to stay in shape, but, get some rest. And it's the fear of the unknown. It was like back in 2012, 13 with the lockout we had for the first half of the year, like no one knew what was going on. Guys tried to skate and stay in shape, but it was hard to stay motivated. And, obviously it's still going to be a little while till they get started, but, we'll see what happens.
So I saw something yesterday that they're proposing playing in neutral sites in July, obviously in front of no fans. Would that be something that you'd be okay with? If you were playing, you'd be okay with playing neutral site, no fans?
Oh, well. I know. I feel like I know what the NHL's thinking, right? They don't want to lose the season, and they got to do what they got to do. And if that's what it takes to get back to playing hockey, I'm sure the guys are not going to be 100% excited about that, but to be able to get back out there and play. And, I don't know what, maybe for the first, I don't know if they're going to do that through the playoffs or not, but that's going to be quite weird if the playoffs have no fans there. I think that's going to be quite interesting. And, sometimes the home crowd really pushes you in a playoff series, and to have nothing there, I think it's going to be very even, wherever you play, and who knows what will happen from there.
Gee, I saw you took over or you answered some questions on the Rangers Twitter account the other day. So I must know, were you actually typing the answers, or were you telling somebody the answers and they were typing them for you? Because my guess is there's no way you were doing the tweeting yourself.
No, I was telling them what to write. I was not. I'm still sticking strong to, my no Twitter thing. But, they asked me to do that, and I said, obviously there's really not much else going on right now. So I'm like, whatever. It was actually a lot more questions than I thought there was going to be, but it was fun to, relive some cool times in New York. And it's funny. I think one of the answers I wrote down, like, I'm coaching my son, and, still waiting for that call from the MSG network, to, maybe do some work. Like, jokingly, they called the next day. They called the next day to just, obviously there's nothing to do, but, to say, if you're interested, maybe try to do something or whatever. But I thought that was kind of funny.
Wow, there you go. Look at that. Just throw it out there. Yeah, MSG Network. Hey, I'm interested too, by the way, if we're all just, put it out there.
We're throwing things out there.
Yeah, good. So listen, man, so I want to know just about, your time on the podcast. I enjoyed doing it with you. We did, I think, 20 episodes, which is a lot for people to do podcasts together before, somebody's got to end up moving or whatever. And I just want to know, like, what you thought about the process and your takeaway, and maybe just your favorite conversation or an unexpected takeaway from doing those 20 episodes.
First question I have, can you see me okay? I feel like the sun, is it okay?
Good? You look great, man. Yeah, you have a nice hue.
Look just so bright in the sun.
You look tan, you look refreshed. Oh yeah.
Okay. Anyways. All right. Yeah. No, so the podcast, the podcast thing was something I didn't think I would be very good at, or kind of knew what to expect, but I kind of went into it with, like, I remember we first talked, like, if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. So I really planned every episode, and, had my questions ready, had my thoughts, and obviously with your help, it really made it smooth, because you're the guy with all the, the radio background, and knew all, how to carry a conversation if a little dead air was coming in there. So that really helped me to just be myself. I didn't have to worry about, okay, what if he says this? Like, I don't know how to keep it going. And, I thought that made my job easy, just to be myself and be funny and ask some weird questions. And, if I can, there were so many cool moments, because, interview guys I didn't know, or like some of the older guys I didn't know. Like, I thought Brad's went really well. I didn't know how Kaylee was going to go. That was really good. I think that really was the turning point right there. We kind of got comfortable and really, skyrocketed from there. And, obviously for me, it was really easy to talk to the guys I played with, former Ranger guys. I thought mine and Vinny's was really cool too. And Marty's, guys that played here, had a lot of experience, a lot of stuff to do with minor hockey. I thought that was, I thought overall we hit a lot of different guests, a lot of different topics, a lot of common themes throughout all the things, like the Wellington Brewery. But Killers calves, Millsy no underwear, stuff like that. That
Torts,
hopefully
good
will
torch
carry out.
story.
Yeah, tort stories. All it was. I had a really really fun time doing all that, and I just thought it was time. I thought I was very happy with it, and I thought it was time to focus on getting the family home and kind of turning that next page. And it kind of stunk, having to stop it, and for lack of a better word, leave you hanging. I don't feel like I did, but I feel like it was block party with Dan Girardi, and I'm not there anymore. So I do feel bad doing that. But I had such a fun time, and everyone that was involved with it, I couldn't ask for more.
Well, I was convinced that you hated me, so that's why you quit. Is that?
No, not at all. You were the driving force. I didn't have to do anything. I showed up and tried to be funny.
Well, listen, dude, I'll just tell you, man, I thoroughly enjoyed doing it with you as well. When I had just quit my radio job and I wasn't doing anything, and Breezeman called me and told me, and I think we talked about this on the first podcast, and was like, Dan Girardi just retired. He's one of the funniest guys I've ever been around. I think he said top 3, and we want to do this podcast. And I'm like, yes, this is what I want to do. This is perfect. And we met up at DI Coffee Bar.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what's happening? I heard some beeping. I'm pouring
Sorry,
my heart out.
I moved a little bit. I can't see anything in the sun.
Okay.
I gotta see your beautiful face.
There you go. So I was pouring my heart out. Yeah. So it's exactly what I wanted to do. And you gave me a chance to kind of get in with the Lightning and prove that I could do this kind of thing. And the conversations that we had with Vinny, like you said, and Marty and Esposito and Brad's, like, I had to make a best of episode one week, and just going through and some of the stories that we heard and the guys that we talked to, man, it's just, it's stuff that I'm proud of. And, I interviewed Esposito again, and man, just what a legend to be able to sit down and talk to him. And you and I sat down to talk to Esposito. That was our first interview we did together. We both, I was nervous talking to Espo. I think you were nervous because you had never done a podcast like that before. And Esposito's making no sense. And we're looking at each other like, oh God, but we're in this together. So I agree. I think the Kaylee episode was a turning point. And I just want to let you know, man, I enjoyed doing it with you. Hopefully, we can check in from time to time and do this again. But, they are still calling it the block party for the rest of the season, which looks like it's going to go into, 2022. But I love doing it with you, man. And I wanted to let you know that, to your Zoom face. And I appreciate you giving me an in with the Lightning as well.
No, like I said, I'm glad I could help in any way, and I'm hoping you could take this to another level and stay in with the Lightning and keep it rolling. And like you said, I'm easy for got my email. You can send me a Zoom call anytime during the summer or whatever you guys are doing, or next year, and I'm sure I'll be in Florida at some point during the following season. So I love to hop back on and catch up, and like I said, I had a blast doing it.
What have you? I want to know, what have you been watching while you've been around the house? Have you watched everything on Disney Plus, Frozen 2? I mean, give me the details. I need a good movie recommendation.
Okay, so one of the movies the kids really liked, the Trolls World Tour movie came out. You can we rented it and you had it for 48 hours. I think we watched it like 10 times. So that was quite obnoxious after a while. But obviously hitting Hulu, Netflix. We did Ozark season 3. What else did we do?
Tiger King
or what? Yeah, that was automatic. There's one on Hulu we just watched, Little Fires Everywhere, with Reese Witherspoon and Kerry Washington, I think.
Okay,
that was pretty cool. I watched that one, and we're watching. What else did we watch? Oh, Schitt's Creek. We watched that. That's awesome. Really like that one. We buried through 6 seasons like nothing.
So you're watching all these with Pam. You're not breaking off and watching any shows on your own. You guys are knocking these all out together.
I watch. Sorry, I'm moving around a little bit now. I do watch. I keep up with the Curse of Oak Island on History. I don't know if you know about that one.
No.
That's kind of. It's they keep you guessing every season. It goes about 20 episodes, and they don't really find anything, so you got to wait till the next year. But she watches all her housewife shows, and I just I go out back, have a glass of wine, kind of just enjoy the weather while I still can.
Who do you miss seeing the most during this whole quarantine? And wait, are you seeing any of your friends? It's okay, you can be honest. You're not going to get arrested.
No, to be honest with you, I think we saw Eddie pulled up on his boat the other day, said hi to him for a little bit. Just see kind of stammer driving by once in a while. I said we saw Callie the other day at his house. They were on their porch. We were on the golf cart on the road. So that was awesome. But really, we don't really hang out with anybody. If someone drives by, it's kind of painful, but we we'll be outside in the front playing hockey, and people will drive by, or someone will walk by, talk a little bit. But like I said, we're trying to follow the guidelines so we stay safe.
Well, listen, man, you look safe. Okay, nobody looks safer than you right now. I think
I'm just still in the backyard right now, man. I'm sweating a little bit, but I'm all right.
Hey, listen, man, I wanted to tell you, when we did this, like we always did for all our podcasts, in and out in 20 minutes. We're not going to take up any more of your time. I appreciate it. Thank you for coming on the Block Party with Girardi. I think this is going to be a long season, Dan, because the playoffs start in July. I think the Bolts are going to go deep into it. I think we're going to be doing this podcast clear into the winter. So I'll probably need you to come on again at some point.
Yeah, that sounds good. Don't be shy to call me in the summer, and even the playoffs are going on, I can talk about it or whatever you need.
Thanks, G. I really appreciate it, man. Great job.
All right, take care, buddy.
See you, man.